Hi, this is Sanjana from MOCAT, where you're mentored and coached directly by 99.9 plus percentilers. Today, let's talk about the second most important MBA entrance exam in India after CAT. The XAT exam is conducted by XLRI Jamshedpur, and XLRI Jamshedpur and Noida campuses, of course, accept only the XAT score. But several other top B schools will also accept the XAT score, including IMT Ghaziabad, XIMB, Great Lakes, MICA, along with MICAT, and many more. So, this definitely is an important exam. And that's why we'll understand about the XAT exam in detail today. Let's start with the exam pattern itself. Now, the current format is 76 questions in 170 minutes. That's very close to 3 hours. All of these are multiple choice questions with 5 options each. And currently, the sections are split between verbal and logical ability, where you have 26 questions, decision making with 22 questions, and quant and DI combined with 28 questions. We also have a separate section that's GK with 20 questions that you've got to answer in 10 minutes. Now, it's important to understand that the GK is not part of your XAT percentile. The XAT percentile comes from these 76 questions from verbal, decision making, and quant DI. And this is where you also have sectional cutoffs. The marking scheme itself is a +1 and a minus 0.25 because you have 5 answer options. So it works out pretty similar to CAT. The other thing which we have in XAT which is unique is if you're leaving more than 8 questions unattempted, there is a penalty of minus 0.1 from the 9th question onwards. This is typically something that's confirmed in the exam every year, and it might seem tricky. But remember that you have close to 3 hours to answer 76 questions. Just contrast it with CAT, where we now have 68 questions in 2 hours, or say SNAP, where we have 60 questions in 1 hour. So if you've prepared well, you definitely have enough time to solve these questions. And if there are certain questions which are difficult or you can't solve, you leave them, but that should still fit into these 8 questions. Now, 3 ways in which the XAT exam is similar to CAT, other than the fact that it's important, is it's held once a year. XAT is typically held on the first Sunday of January, so a few weeks after the CAT exam. Second, it also has 3 sections and multiple choice questions. Third, test-taking strategy matters here as well. But there are also ways in which XAT is different from CAT. First off, there's this additional section, decision making. This is something which is unique to the XAT exam. Second, unlike CAT, there are no sectional time limits. We do have sectional cutoffs, minimum percentiles that you've got to reach, but you can keep navigating between sections. You can manage your time. So you can say that, hey, I'm stronger in this section, let me take a little more time, or I'm stronger in this section, so I'll be able to finish the questions in a little less time. The longer time that we have, almost 3 hours, also makes this exam more forgiving. If you lose 10 to 15 minutes on a tough RC or a DI set, you can still recover. Whereas in CAT, if we spend 10 to 15 minutes on a DILR case and we've not solved it, that is where for a lot of students, panic sets in. Now, speaking of panic, while CAT rewards confidence decision making, in picking your questions, in marking questions, especially in verbal where you might not be fully sure of the answer, XAT is an exam which lets you go at your pace. This is also very helpful if you're somebody that tends to get nervous. You'll be more in control in the XAT exam and you'll be able to go in with a more formalized strategy. Now that brings us to the most important question in this video. And the answer is absolutely. If for no other reason, signing up for XAT will reduce pressure during the CAT exam for you, because now CAT's not your one and only shot. But more important, XLRI Jamshedpur is easily one of the top 10 B schools. It's in fact the oldest B school that's there in India, and a good XAT score is going to open doors in many other excellent institutes. So what should you do now to prepare? Now remember that XAT occurs 5 to 6 weeks after CAT, so you do have that additional time to prep. So one thing which you don't really need to prep right now is the decision making segment, because what we have seen from having trained thousands of students on CAT, XAT and other exams is that this time, if executed well, is good enough. But what you can focus on is grammar and vocabulary. We will typically have 4 to 5 questions around this, unlike CAT. Now, the daily reading from the author's POV section at MOCAT is something which will help you with vocabulary, but grammar is something that you can brush up. Start by taking a few speed verbal quizzes, or you can just look at the vocabulary and grammar questions in past XAT papers and see how you fair. At this point, this is the only thing which I would recommend, because you are already practicing for CAT RCs. And while XAT RCs and inference questions or critical reasoning questions are a little bit different, this practice is enough that you could pick up after CAT. Quant also has a similar syllabus. Maybe the number of questions or frequency of questions is something which is a little different. So vocabulary and grammar would be the primary thing that you can take up now. But another thing that you could prepare for is the GK section. The GK, while it's not part of the XAT percentile, is still something which is considered. And preparing for GK, especially the current affairs aspect, if not the static GK, is something which is very helpful for VAT and interviews as well. So this is something which you could start slowly now. So reading the daily news at MockCat is something which could help you. For a XAT GK section, what you should focus on is things like awards, things like brand launches, global events. This could include UN events, wars, stuff like that, and international agreements. So who would do well in XAT? You're likely to do well in XAT if you're strong in English, because you have the verbal section. It's a little longer and a little trickier than in the CAT exam. And you also have decision making, where essentially you are reading these 1 or 2 paragraph caselets. You'll also do well in XAT if you're a logical thinker, precisely because of this decision making. It rewards clarity and consistency, and you're also going to need it for verbal. You'll also do well in XAT if you are well prepared for it. You don't need speed, but because you have more time, if you're solving a majority of the questions, that is what helps. Not just for eliminating the penalty, but for, of course, for you to get a high score. So prepare for CAT primarily right now, but add a little bit of XAT specific prep, especially on the verbal and the GK side, and then take up the DM bit immediately after CAT. If you want to know more about XAT, then check out this video where I speak about my own experience in getting 99.98 percentile, and I also recommend a couple of strategies that you could try out. And definitely subscribe to this channel, because we're going to be talking more about CAT, XAT, the other exams that are there, and putting up a lot of content which will help you to prepare. But if you want to go the whole hog and you want to prepare well for CAT and XAT and get into a top B school, then sign up at mockcat.com right away. You could start with a self-prep pack where you get everything that you need for CAT, XAT and other exams, including video lessons, practice questions, mocks and sectionals, as well as a bunch of other things, including our jumbo mock pack, which is the largest library of high quality mocks and sectionals that you have. And it's something which is available for free if you take up the self-prep pack for a short time. So what are you waiting for? Sign up at mockcat.com or call this number on the screen right away. All the best.